Sometimes you begin a project thinking that it's going to be pretty straightforward, but learn quickly that that's not going to be the case. This was one of those occasions. While the design and overall construction of these two dining tables are relatively simple, the complications all began due to the overall size of these 3.2 metre long dining tables. It's just a length that my workshop is barely equipped to handle. Like all projects here, it began by marking out the stock and rough milling everything so that we could begin gluing up the top. I chose to glue up the top in two parts. One reason was to make it easier to move around the shop and handle, and the other was because I didn't want to risk running out of opening time with my glue. Once the top had a full day to dry, I flattened them using my wide drum sander and then took them over to my panel saw to square up the ends. Alright, so this is the first unforeseen obstacle, and that is the length of this table is beyond the capacity of my panel saw. So I've had to come up with a solution which is clamped onto my dolly here, so I have outboard support, and then onto the fence I've clamped the tabletop so that while this will create a lot of drag, it will be firm and still create a perfectly 90-degree cut. With the top set aside, I began making the bases. You may be surprised to see that I only used glue and screws to hold these bases together, but glue and screws were a perfectly acceptable method, so I just ran with it. The rails were mortised into the legs, and some breadboard ends were added to the tabletop. There are a ton of methods for making breadboard ends, so make sure you keep an eye out for a future video that goes into all the various methods. Then began the epic all-nighter sanding session. Thanks Ellen, you really saved the day here, and I'm sorry for keeping you out of bed. For the finish we used a pretty specialised oil which is called Rubio Monocoat. It's not a cheap finish, but it definitely is durable and it goes a very long way. And there we have it. We loaded it into the delivery truck and we were done. Happy clients and a good payday for the shop. Now if you like this video, make sure you click that thumbs up button and leave a comment below, and if you haven't already, also click that subscribe button and make sure the bell icon is checked so you stay up to date with all of my future woodworking videos. And if you're unaware, we also have a different project called the Shop Stool Podcast, which is myself, Robin Lewis, Joey Chalk from King Post Timberworks, and we get together once a week for a live podcast talking all things woodworking. So head over there and check it out if you haven't already.